Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Facebook pickups for the months of November and December. I have quite the load today. But before we do get into today's video, I do just want to say that I hope you all had an amazing Christmas with your loved ones. Let me know what you ended up doing for Christmas. Here in my house, we had a very chill day, and we're just home and just watching like movies, TV and stuff, and just had some good food. We're still not fully recovered. The kids are finally kind of pulling through, but me and hubby not so much, but slowly, I think, you know, getting there, getting a little bit better, I think. But anywho, you guys, let's get into today's haul. I do have several Blu-rays, I have a handful of 4Ks, and then a couple of DVDs to share with you guys. So first up is a film that I'd never even heard of, but I got this mainly because it's a film about lacrosse, and it's not every day. Like, I didn't even know there was any like lacrosse films out there, but it's this film here called Crooked Arrows. It looks like some fun, you guys. Basically, you have this guy, he's trying to close this like casino project, and so to seal the deal, he agrees to coach this high school lacrosse team who have pretty much been in like a losing streak or whatever. And so it just seemed like a pretty fun little film. I'm very curious to check it out because, yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about lacrosse. I mean, obviously I've kind of seen how it's played and whatnot, but it should be interesting. I mean, a new sports flick for the collection, and yeah, I don't have any lacrosse films. If you guys know of any other films out there that are about lacrosse, definitely let me know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Alright, next up is a film that has come recommended actually by several people out there, but especially in particular from Stephanie over at Movie Chatter. She's actually been talking about it quite recently, and that is Sunset Boulevard. I cannot wait to check this one out. I mean, Stephanie gives the most awesome recommendations, you guys, and so I always trust everything that she, you know, tells us to watch and stuff. So I am looking forward to this one because it definitely looks very good, and I'm happy to finally have gotten my hands on a copy of Sunset Boulevard. Alright, next up is this film, Brightburn. I have been super curious about this film for some time. One of the people that I follow on Instagram like says that this is like one of their favorite, I guess, like superhero films, if you will. But yeah, this is one that every time I was set on getting it off of like Amazon or something, the price would like shoot back up, and so I was like, nope. And then I've come across it like a couple times through Facebook previously, but I always end up missing out on the deal. But this time I finally was able to snag a copy here for $5, so I couldn't be happier. Cannot wait to check this one out because, like I said, I have been super curious about this one. I don't know why, but yeah, I can't wait to check it out. Alright, next up, this one is actually an upgrade, and that is A Walk Among Tombstones. So I did have the DVD, and I like this enough to want to upgrade. I mean, it's a solid little kind of action thriller. Liam Neeson, he was pretty good in here. I mean, you know, he was fine, kind of typical stuff from him. And then I also really enjoyed the kid in here who he kind of befriends, little like street kid or whatever. I thought he was really good as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. Alright, moving along, we have Haunted Mansion, the remake here. Now, I like the one with Eddie Murphy and stuff, so I have no idea if this one's going to be any good or not, but the cast is amazing, so I'm pretty excited to see the cast in this, mostly, but yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fun little remake, fun, you know, family flick, obviously, but yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing the cast in this, and seeing if this one is just as good as, you know, the Eddie Murphy one. Alright, next up we have Gran Turismo. So this one I'm actually pretty, you know, looking forward to it. I mean, I do enjoy a good, like, race car flick and stuff. Those are always fun, so can't wait to check that one out. Then we do have The Nun 2, you guys. I enjoyed the first one. I hear this one is actually a bit better than the first one, so can't wait to see, you know, for myself what I think about this one. But yeah, definitely looking forward to checking it out. Then we do have A Haunting in Venice, which I hear is like the third installment of the franchise. Obviously, first is Murder on the Orient Express, and then Death on the Nile. I haven't seen any of them, so I definitely need to make a day where I just like watch all three films and stuff, so I can, you know, see what they're all about and whatnot. But I wanted to go ahead and pick that one up. Then this one I was kind of had originally passed on, but you know, for the cast, I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and that is Operation Fortune. I'm not even gonna try and read that, but yeah, pretty solid cast in here. Obviously, you got Jason Statham, Aubrey Plaza, I love her, Josh Hartnett, Carrie Ells, I think that's how you pronounce it, Bugsy Malone, and Hugh Grant. So awesome cast, you guys. It looks like some sort of fun little, maybe like action, like spy film of some sort. So yeah, I mean, can't really go wrong there, can you? So we got that one. This one I really wasn't going to pick up, but again, because of Stephanie over at Movie Chatter, she said that she really enjoyed this one. It was a little underappreciated, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and that is The Last Voyage of the Demeter. So I am looking forward to this one. It's kind of another sort of story about Dracula. All right, so next up we have Five Nights at Freddy's. I just went with the Blu-ray on this one for the simple fact that really the main person that's going to be watching this is my son. He enjoyed the heck out of this one. We watched it together on Peacock and stuff, and I mean, it was okay for what it is. Obviously, you know, it's no Willy's Wonderland or Banana Splits movie. It's kind of like a downgraded version of that, if you will. But I mean, I still thought it was fun for the most part. I really like Josh Hartnett. I just wish that, you know, this could have been better if maybe they had like more gore and like actual like on-screen kills and stuff like that. Like I said, it was solid, but like I know nothing about the game or anything like that, so I had no background knowledge of this. I mean, I'd always heard of, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's, but other than that, like I said, it was just okay. It wasn't anything, you know, that for me personally I'd want to watch like again and again, but definitely for my son and stuff, I know he'll want to watch this like all the time. I'm loving the slip on this though. It's very nice, like embossing and stuff. But yeah, so I just went with the Blu-ray just because it's for my son. He's the one that's gonna be watching it. All right, next up we have TMNT Mutant Mayhem. So I was a little hesitant about getting this one for the simple fact that I actually really was not a fan of this, you guys. Like, I appreciate the new approach and everything, but this just wasn't my TMNT. But because it is TMNT, I did have to just go ahead and get it for the collection. But like, even when I was watching this with hubby and my son, and even the two of them were like, what in the heck are we watching? Like, I don't know. For me personally, the comedy just felt really forced in here. And I don't know, the animation was just kind of wacky and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely see about giving it another shot. But like I said, I wasn't the hugest fan of this one, but I can appreciate, you know, the, you know, new form that they wanted to give to TMNT. All right, next one I have here is Paw Patrol The Mighty Movie. So I did get this one. I'm not really going to go into this one just because I did actually stream this, and you will be kind of hearing more on it when I do the video for what I streamed in the month of December. But I now have a copy of it. Like I said, my girls, they really enjoyed it. All I can really say is like the first film was more Chase's story. This one is more Sky's story. I mean, overall, I mean, it's Paw Patrol. I mean, what's not to like about it? It's cute and whatnot. So, but yeah, I got this one for my girls. Next up is Blue Beetle. So I got the steelbook here, you guys, and for a Blu-ray steelbook, I am loving this. It is freaking gorgeous. I love it, you guys. I'll go ahead and show you this and then kind of get into it a little bit, but not a lot. So there is your Blu-ray disc. And then, of course, you have the DVD disc. And then you have the inside artwork there. But anywho, I did watch this film with my son, and I have to say that I really rather enjoyed this. I thought it was super fun. It was very funny, you guys. There was definitely just some downright like dumb moments and stuff, but I love the comedy. I love the whole like family kind of togetherness of this. And overall, it was just a fun little flick. I mean, it's not like a great kind of superhero movie by any means, but I like this for the most part. I enjoyed it. I originally wanted to go with the 4K, but I was seeing that the 4K only has like the 4K disc in it, and I find that to be so annoying that they are doing that with a lot of 4Ks now, where it only has the 4K disc available in it. I made that mistake with the Flash, and so now I need to see about getting a Blu-ray copy too of the Flash, because, you know, DC, my son, he likes DC, and so sometimes he wants to watch them. Unfortunately, we only have one 4K player in the house, and that's the living room one. And so the other day he was wanting to watch the Flash, and it only has the 4K disc. So so I kind of went with the Blu-ray, and you know, the steelbook was available, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm so getting this. I really like the steelbook, and like I said, it's worth the watch, you guys. I definitely think it's fun, and it's a little sentimental at times and stuff, but I definitely think you'll like it if you haven't seen it. All right, so getting into the 4Ks, I did go ahead and snag Oppenheimer. I have been hearing nothing but great things on this film. I know it's a bit, I guess, on the longer side, but I cannot wait to check this one out. Then I did go ahead and upgrade the color purple. Actually only had this in a snapper on DVD, so this is quite the upgrade for me. And then of course I could not pass up on the upgrade of Titanic. I cannot wait to see the transfer on this one and see what it looks like. Classic. I love this film, you guys. I do definitely kind of sometimes miss those days of, you know, switching out the VHS tapes. But yeah, definitely one that I wanted to upgrade. I'll probably end up keeping my Blu-ray just because it's such a classic. And so now I have the VHS, now I have the Blu-ray and the 4K. So I kind of just need to see about maybe getting a copy of the DVD. That way I have it on all formats. But definitely excited to, you know, check this one out on 4K. And then the last 4K that I have here is Saw X, which I need to see this one. I do love the Saw franchise, you guys. I did enjoy Spiral as well. And I've been hearing excellent things on Saw X. It's a pretty solid addition to the franchise and whatnot, so definitely excited to check that one out. And I do have a couple of DVDs. This one I was actually excited to see that one of my sellers got in because my good friend Kenny over at Kenny's Movie Palace, will leave a link to his channel in the description box below. He talks about this channel, or he's mentioned it at least several times on his channel. And it's one that he grew up watching and stuff, and I'd never even heard of this film until he actually mentioned it. We have John Candy in A Summer Rental, and it looks like you can only get it on DVD, so I was very, very excited to see that one of my sellers got this and immediately had to jump on it. So I'm excited to check that one out per, you know, Kenny's talk on the film. And then we have a Disney film that I'd never even heard of, and I'm always curious to check out some of these like older Disney films. But we have John Cusack in here, and that is The Journey of Natty Gann. So yeah, I don't know anything about this, you guys, but because it's like older Disney title, I definitely want to see about giving it a watch. Alright, so those are all of my Facebook pickups. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these titles, your thoughts on them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!